Picture this. You get everything you want in life, literally without lifting a finger, like without doing any work for it. What do you think? Let's talk about it. So from the topic, you can already know what I'm going to be talking about today. My name is Viv, and you are welcome to Viv Space. This is a new channel, so I apologize for any errors, any mistakes you might notice along the way. Bear with me. So, I saw this post going around on social media this week, and the post says, trust the universe to give you everything that is yours. And I thought about it like, really? Wait. Now, I'm not saying if that is wrong or right yet. I have my opinion on this, and I have broken it down into some points that I would like to share with you guys. Point number 1. There are different aspects to achieving your dreams and your goals. If you see me looking down here, my laptop is here. That's where I write my points down. So there are 2 aspects of achieving anything, or there are 2 aspects to everything. There is the spiritual or the metaphysical or the unseen part of things, and there is the physical part, right? When it comes to the physical part, that is where you have to get your hands dirty, put every ounce of you into achieving whatever it is you want. Go to the school, go for the trainings you might need, build the relationships and connections you might need to achieve your goal. Now remember, these things depend on what your goals might be. I'm just talking on a general idea, all right? And there is the other aspect of things, which is the spiritual part. Now, this part involves the idea that everything we want is already happened. There is no future, there is no past. It's a parallel world. Everything you hope for, everything you desire, everything you dream is already happened. And you just have to bring it into the reality, make it manifest. So manifesting is the idea here, just bringing it, to this plane, if I can use that word. So the mistake I see a lot of us make is focusing on one aspect, either not doing the physical part, which is not giving the physical requirements to get your desires, and you just focus on doing the spiritual parts. You are saying your mantras, doing your visualizations, speaking into the universe. You have your vision board and all that, dreaming and hoping and believing, but that doesn't really cut it, does it? I'm going to talk about myself, using myself as an example in this case. I grew up in a religious home, and we grew up knowing that when you pray and all that, God will give you what you want, your desires. So I grew up with that thoughts in my mind, and that was what I focused on. So I focused a lot more. So I gave my 80% to the spiritual. I was praying, I was believing, I was hoping. And at some point, as I grew older, became a teenager, in my early adulthood, I started seeing that this was not really working. It wasn't that I wasn't getting my desires. It was taking longer than it should. And something was not just right. And that was where I switched to the other aspect. I started giving 90% to the physical. So I was doing a lot of work, concerning what I wanted. I went to the schools. I did my exams. I passed every exam. I was a good student. I went for my trainings. I made the relationships I needed to build to get to where I wanted. I was doing everything I needed to physically, and I just gave 10% to the spiritual. I wasn't really focused on that because I felt, does it work? Now, after a while, I realized that wasn't working as well. So I had to find out what was wrong. Before I continue, guys, please subscribe to my channels. Please subscribe to my channel. Make my dream of having my first 100 subscribers come true. Please. Thank you. Now, back to the topic. I had to do that, right? Okay. So, after I realized that doing either part or either aspect was not working for me, I'd already done the spiritual. It didn't work. It didn't really work. The physical did not really work either. So it wasn't like I wasn't getting what I wanted on the physical or the spiritual, but something was wrong. I could feel it. Then I started making researches, started reading books, I started talking to adults around me, trying to find out what I was doing wrong. And then I realized I've been making a mistake all this while. The mistake was not knowing that I had to live on a balance of both spiritual and physical. The mistake was not understanding that I needed to do the spiritual work and the physical work. That was where I made the mistake. And so I went ahead and switched my life around, and now I give 50-50 of both. Meaning I do the spiritual work, I do my prayers, I believe, I have hope, I have faith, I do my visualizations, I have my vision board, I have my mantras that I say, I speak into the universe, I do all that. And I also do the physical work. If I need a training, I get my trainings. If I need to build some relationships to get to where I want, I build those relationships. If I need to go to the school for it, I do that. So, from my experience, what I have learned so far is that life works on the balance. Things are easier when there is a balance. The spiritual and the physical, they work together. So you cannot expect the universe to give you your desires without you doing the physical work. Now, this physical work depends on what your desire or your goal may be. So this is me just sharing my point of view and my perspective on this matter, because I really thought about it, and I imagine that there are other people like me who really ponder on this. And I hope that this video today would help you make the right decisions and would help you move forward, the right way and get things done. This is my first video, and I hope I don't quit this time. Please subscribe to my channel. Help me get my first 100 subscribers, and I will be grateful. Until next time, keep loving yourself.